darts, but I think it might have been beaten by this one, because this is astonishing, the conditions here. I am amazed at how well some of the guys have played tonight. Winning averages of 96, 97 and nearly, well, a 95 from Stephen Bunting, but a losing one of 98 from Peter Wright. Somehow, these guys are turning it on, despite the sweltering conditions.
First leg is Keegan to throw first.
And then Jamie Lewis made the fight. MVG starts very solidly. Man, cast your mind back down to Gibraltar when everybody thought Michael Smith was safe
at the World Championship of late.
Very true. Remember when Mark Webster missed out on the Grand Prix by 50 quid?
Yeah.
To Steve Farmer, who won the tournament in Newland to knock Mark out of the Grand Prix.
Well, you mentioned Keegan just struggling with his grip. Chris Dobie, who played really, really well earlier and beating Joe Cullen, he was saying it is so hot up there that just holding your dog is quite difficult, because it's just slipping through your fingers at times.
Now, this tournament in these conditions, I feel, plays into the hands of Van Gerwen for two reasons. One, he used to boss it in Dubai. He was used to it being hot. And he's just come back from a holiday where it was very, very hot. So he's used to this sort of heat right now, isn't he? Single. For double top.
96.
And he is mopping his brow a little bit, but he ain't got no hair to catch it.
Well, it's not very often that you see Michael Van Gerwen on the practice board on a Friday night on a Euro Tour, but he was here last night, putting some miles in the arm, because he hasn't been throwing any darts for a while, and maybe this is a symptom of it.
Well, that one collided with the flight. 60 for Bull. I don't mind that route whatsoever. I really like that. Hits the 45 and he'll go tops.
Rod Harrington route for the 125.
Indeed. Very conventional 20 route for MVG, and there's a 5. How many times has Michael Van Gerwen not worn that green? Go back to the Master of Darts tournament. He did used to wear a shade of pink, funnily enough.
He did actually, yeah.
To Keegan's.
Well, in this heat, Keegan is in danger. You may not know where his head ends and his shirt begins, because they will be merging into the same colour.
I love that guy at the front who's got a hat on in here.
Yeah.
That's completely unnecessary.
Well, the winner of this faces Danny Noppert, who took care of Darren Webster earlier on.
That was an interesting game, wasn't it?
It was an interesting game. 6-4 it finished to Noppy. On the day when seeds have tumbled out of the tournament.
46.
He tends to get a bit of a run, and he goes really deep.
He's a very, very dangerous player, Danny Noppert. And at the minute, MVG is looking at his most dangerous, and you can see the frustration.
He's going into Hulk mode. That's probably music to the ears of Keegan, because if he gets frustrated, then Keegan's going to think, is he weak?
57.
If you can have a bad leg, have it on your opponent's throw when he's having a good one. At the start of the match, Keegan's on the board, and there's another MVG fan in the crowd. Plenty of them around the world. Interesting to see how many people don the green over the course of the next few months on the World Series. When MVG goes to Vegas, to Brisbane, to Melbourne, as he completes the 100th 180 of this tournament so far.
96.
Van Gerwen, even though he lost to Keegan earlier on this year in the Euro Tour, he did average 108 in that game. It wasn't as if
99.
he played poorly.
Well, his reaction to that defeat was pretty apt, wasn't it? It was a smile, and boy, did you play well there.
He literally applauded Keegan and raised his arm up in front of the crowd. And look, MVG is, for my money, one of the most gracious in defeat that we've seen, particularly for a guy who doesn't lose very often. He's not used to it.
I think that's very fair. He's been involved in some games where he's lost, where he has a potential legitimate right, and he doesn't, as the Aussies say, he's not a suck.
57. Keegan, you require 132.
Keegan will be looking at the middle of the board. He'll be looking at the epicentre, hoping he gets one. That'll do. 57. An adjustment in the fingers. Maybe that's put him off getting that shot.
60. Michael require 38.
Going at it again.
This
time he does pin it. 13 darter for MVG.
Seen twice today, Dan. Double 19 left with 3 darts in hand.
93.
One guy going for the 6 and hitting the 32 straight away. MVG going straight for the double 19. The two commonalities there.
57.
They knew what they were doing before they even went to the hockey.
Don't get caught in two minds. You can do whatever you like. You can split it, you can go for it, but just do it with conviction.
I know Keegan is losing 3-1 at this point, but say one thing, that is not an accident from Van Gerwen. Trying to take the 4 off to leave 270. That was the plan. No matter where that 60 landed, he was going to 19s with dart 2.
It would not surprise me if a treble goes in one of the first 2 darts, and the last dart goes in the 20 and it's nowhere near the treble. Well, he does fire it in. Sometimes he almost looks like he's purposefully leaving the 170.
Oh, disrespectful, isn't it?
Well,
he was accused of that earlier this season, which was absolute balderdash.
Well, only by idiots on social
93. Michael
It was James Wade.
Oh, was it Wadey?
Yeah.
Oh, well. Now then, can he find the 60 this time?
Got to bend one around that dart. Not quite there. But what I was going to say earlier in the leg was that Keegan Brown looks comfortable playing this game. Double 16. He's in this game. Very impressive performance to stay with the world number 1 right now, Keeks.
Well, look, Keegan Brown came here with one thing in his mind: win his opening game, get himself in the provisional match play spot. He would have known as soon as the draw was made that MVG would await if he won that game, and he's won twice, but lost 10 other games to Michael Van Gerwen. If you play Michael Van Gerwen, most of the time you lose. That's the same for everybody. So this is a free roll for him. He's still play. That is the main job that he came here to achieve. Anything else is a bonus. It could turn out to be an incredible bonus.
140.
I think it's very fair to say, though, and this is not me being disrespectful to other dart players,
92.
I don't do that, but his route to this point was Peter Hudson, Dave Ladley and Andrea Plashek. That draw could have been
95.
much crueler.
It could have been crueler. It could have been crueler, of course. But at the same time, you know, and you're looking at qualifying for the match play, it's all your money over the last 12 months, and that includes the fact that you beat MVG and went on that run on the Euro Tour. It's all there. You know, you might go, I had a tough draw in that last weekend of qualifying. Well, you could have done more in the lead up to it. And that's what Keegan finds himself. He's done enough stuff so far. Bullseye or 18s. Now the double.
111. Keegan Ricard, 142.
You can tell he's annoyed that he's not taking these chances, MVG. He feels he should have a bigger gap than one leg. And many times today we've seen evidence of people not using the 60 on 142. 51s and 57s used these days. One route for 36. 66 to 36. Direct and hit.
Well, there's not a great deal in the averages here, but Michael Van Gerwen has only allowed Keegan Brown 3 darts at double in this match. He's had 11 himself. He has outscored him. He has got himself up. So he's had 13 now. He has outscored him. He's got himself in position to win legs, and it's taking him a little while to get over the line. But when you are a little bit rusty and you haven't been in competitive action for a bit, and we haven't seen him since the World Cup, often it is the finishing that is the thing that needs brushing up on.
Will he be a little bit miffed that there is a bit of a dust circle on the mantelpiece with a missing cup? Well, there's actually two missing, isn't there?
57.
One of them has just gone, and one can be replaced next month.
Yeah, the World Cup of Darts did not go to the Netherlands this year. The World Match Play did not go to MVG last year. He will be keen to put the match play right.
100.
He returns to the Winter Gardens as the #1 seed. Jeffrey de Zwaan, who did for him last year in the opening round. Second time he beaten a big tournament, having beaten at the UK Open. And you can see that this is a combination, a bit of frustration. The heat won't be helping.
43. Keegan, you require 104.
It was the use of the 25 to leave this number, and he's got a shot to be one behind, and he's got it in the back corner. MVG has a problem here in this game by the name of Keegan Brown. Back comes Michael.
3 180s and a 174. The scoring has not been the issue for MVG.
That's the thing when you're a little rusty, isn't it? You can get the scoring going really quickly, but it's the doubling that takes a bit of time to sharpen up on, and the approach play a little bit. Fabulous switch though. Toe-to-toe stuff this. Not disappointing.
Keegan Brown.
121.
5 perfect darts, and it might be one of those legs against MVG where if you are going to win the leg, you have to throw a 9-darter because he has left himself a potential 10-darter.
Monstrous scoring from the man in green. Keegan's done nothing wrong, apart from the fact he's not thrown
85.
first.
Michael requires 16.
What a leg from MVG. He's got to bookend it now.
Oh,
12.
well, the first 2 darts, not a great deal wrong with them. Savage deflection off the flight. The third one wasn't great, but Keegan won't mind if he can take this and level. And he's done it as well!
Keegan Brown. Nice leg is Keegan.
You have got to tip your hat to... Was that a monstrous leg from MVG, which he has let slip. But what does that say about the confidence levels of Brown right now? To take that shot for a 12, to equalise and get the advantage back in this game.
Keegan Brown did not miss a single dart at double in his astonishing victory over MVG earlier on this year. He's only missed one so far in this match.
Now, the way these guys play against each other on the Euro Tour, I can watch this all season long.
120.
He's done it again, 5 darts.
And that one came off the flight, very much like MVG's on double 10 earlier. MVG where he wants him. First start has been plumb.
Oh, he's nearly hit back by leaving himself on a 10-darter on throw himself. Straight after MVG did it.
96.
But the difference is, MVG is not there to pick up the pieces if there's a mistake.
Single required, single got, double 16.
30.
Miss at double, but he's got the unusual luxury of MVG not on a finish. He's going for the 3 balls. Gets 1.
100. Keegan require 32.
Double 16 to hit the front. Keegan Brown is MVG kryptonite on the Euro Tour this year.
I love that word.
83.
They used to have the saying, he's got the wood on me. Oh, kryptonite's a good one.
Well, he's still got to get over the line. And he might have to do it in a last leg decider. And that just couldn't happen for many, many years until Ian White showed the world that it was possible by beating MVG on the Euro Tour in the last leg in the final a couple of tournaments ago. But look at this. He has given himself a chance, Keegan. And it's improved, particularly the scoring in the second half of this game for the man from the Isle of Wight.
140.
What does he do from 306? Got to switch. Now he needs perfect shots at the 60 to get to a finish.
99.
The way he's been grouping the darts in the treble 20, you really expected him to leave himself 167.
70 left. He wants another one. He's been hanging over Rob
126.
Cross a bit. Go for that treble 18 that much. He's going to be under pressure. He's going to stay there, I think.
95.
That's all right.
52.
Now, are we going all the way? That teetered a bit towards the 60. Keegan's hoping for a chance, which is not going to get him.
Michael Van Gerwen. Irrelevant final leg is
We are
Keegan
going the
Gerwen.
distance. So many seeded players have been knocked out of the Czech Darts Open today. We've only seen 3 make it through. If Keegan Brown can hold his throw once, the top seed is out of the tournament.
If MVG goes out, who's favourite? Probably Ian White.
Well,
95.
Ian White, we've got Mensur, Suljovic, Gerwen, Price, Adrian Lewis and Michael Smith to come. They're the seeded players, but look at the unseeded players. Duzzer, Cadby, Keegan Brown. Oh, look at this.
Boy, was that a sensible switch. Those two darts were so close together that if he hit them, they could have
58.
fallen. He's back again. He's like the Renegade Master.
140.
What a performance from Keegan Brown. In a last leg decider against MVG, he's left 84th to 9,
Keegan
and he's got a bag
84.
full of darts to get this done.
He trailed the world's best player 2-0.
76.
And he's just missed 2 darts to beat him, but he's going to get more, and potentially bagfuls of them.
98.
MVG.
Keegan across 12.
Knows that this is up. Keegan only needs one good dart. And there it is! He's done it again! He's done it again! Keegan Brown, in the words of Dan Dawson, is indeed MVG kryptonite.
And MVG raises Keegan's arm above his head for the second time this year. An unreal display from the Needle. He came here looking to get into the Betfred World Match Play, and with the way he's playing, he might just walk away with the title.
As he leaves the stage, the world number 1, Michael Van Gerwen.